everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super relevant for so many of us parenting and psychology. You know, it's fascinating how these two intertwine, especially in our fast-paced world. So, let's get into it.
Yeah. I'm really curious about how those two connect. Like, what's the big deal about psychology and parenting?
You see, many people wonder why they should even bother learning psychology. I mean, in China and across Asia, it's still relatively scarce. Can you believe that despite having a whopping 1.4 billion people, the spread and application of psychology isn't exactly thriving? It's wild! Before 2017, there were about 1.2 million people who took the exams to become psychological counselors, but only around 14,000 actually practiced. That's a staggering gap.
Wow. That's really surprising. I mean, why do you think there's such a big difference between like the number of people studying it and those actually practicing?
Great question. Well, in the US, the number of counselors is way higher, which means when people face psychological issues, they often turn to psychiatrists instead of counselors. But here's the kicker most of the time. The issues aren't even about mental illness. They're more about emotional struggles. It's like, imagine you have a flat tire. You wouldn't call a mechanic to fix your engine, right? You'd want someone who specializes in tires.
Haha, right. That makes total sense. So, like, what are the main reasons people should learn psychology then?
There are 4 key functions of learning psychology that I think are crucial. First, it's all about personal growth. It helps individuals improve themselves and develop self-discipline. Think of it like training for a marathon. You need to build up your stamina and mental strength over time.
Oh, I love that analogy. So it's like you're not just running physically, but also mentally preparing yourself? Sigh. That's so cool.
Exactly. And the second function is improving relationships, especially between couples and within families. Did you know that the divorce rate in China has hit 40%? That's a staggering number. Many people feel unhappy in their relationships, often caught in cycles of blame and indifference.
Whoa, that's really high. So, like, what do you think contributes to that? Is it just communication issues? Or is there more to it?
It's a mix of things, really. Communication is a huge part, but also societal pressures and expectations play a role. Now, the third function is about parent-child relationships. Many parents turn to psychology because they're anxious about their children's education and development. It's like trying to navigate a maze without a map.
Haha, I can totally see that. It must be so overwhelming for parents. And what's the fourth function? Laughs.
The fourth is trauma healing. Psychology helps people process and deal with psychological trauma. It's essential because we all have our battles, right?
Right. So it's not just about fixing problems, but also understanding ourselves better. That's really powerful. Sigh.
Absolutely. In life, we're constantly managing relationships with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. Psychology emphasizes these 3 types of relationships. If we can handle them well, it lays a solid foundation for our mental health.
Wow. That's really insightful. So it's like building a house. If the foundation is shaky, everything else is at risk, right? Laughs.
Exactly. So in summary, psychology isn't just an academic subject. It's a tool that helps us understand and improve various relationships in our lives.
That's amazing. I can't wait to dive deeper into this. Sigh. It sounds like there's so much more to explore.
Absolutely. And I'm excited to share more insights with you in future episodes. Stay tuned.
Yay, I'm looking forward to it. Laughs. Let's keep this conversation going.